Alright, y'all, it's your motherfucking bands in there, back in here, you know, as usual. And I wanted to talk about women being submissive in relationships. Y'all hold on. And fuck with me real quick on this, right? Now, I took the time out to do some talking. You know, I do my little polls and shit, asking people, talking to people about shit, different shit, you know. Took the time out to go look the shit up, the definition. I wanted to see what Webster had to fucking say. And it's basically being humbly obedient, right? It's not slave labor like a lot of women apparently think right now, the younger generation. And sadly enough, it's happening more so African American community. I'm sorry. I don't know what our thing is with our women and shit, but they got a problem with this shit, right? Now, to me, being submissive is not slave labor, right? I'm not saying some niggas don't get, you know, they get over there, they go over there. You know, they'll be, turn this shit off, do this, do that, watch that, do it. Just running the motherfucker all over the place. That's no good, right? I'm not saying that that's what it should be like, because that's that bullshit. And for some reason, the word itself has gotten a negative connotation from the new school. Back in the day, grandma and them didn't have a problem. I mean, like, it's my man. I'm gonna ride. Like, this is what the fuck I'm supposed to do. Like, what else is there to do, right? These days, it don't work like that. I've even heard women say, my group again, black people, black women, they'll say they don't even want to get on their knees to suck that man's, because that's submissive. They can't even do that. They don't even like being in that position because it's a submissive position. That's right here. Like, I feel like that's a power struggle going on in the head of some women. I don't get it. And motherfuckers wonder why they don't have the success in their relationship that they're supposed to have. You're not doing this shit like it's supposed to be done. I mean, it's basic shit. It's in the Bible. Let me take a religious turn here. It's in there, right? Like, it's in there. It's not hide from nobody. It's right in there in the Bible. So I don't understand when people are so surprised that they're not having any success in their relationship that they're supposed to have because they're not carrying on like they're supposed to. Now, again, I'm not talking about slave labor. We're not dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? Support your man, have his back, take the back seat to a good idea. Know your role. Do what you're supposed to do. Wash the dishes, keep shit clean, keep the house up, right? And then it throws me off because people know how to be submissive, right? Like, this is not no, new idea. It's happening all the time, believe it or not, right? You was raised being submissive. You had to be submissive to somebody because that's the only way you're gonna get through life is by following somebody's orders, whether it be mama and them, grandma and them, teachers. Right now, if you work, your manager, like, it's not, you're going to have stuff that you're supposed to fucking do. Now, again, what I will say is that some niggas ain't built right. They're not built to lead no pack. You know what I'm saying? They'll try to lead a bitch to the desert looking for water. And there's water in the kitchen, right? Some niggas ain't like that. Some niggas ain't built for this shit. And don't follow them. Don't be submissive. Like, don't fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know this nigga ain't built right, you shouldn't even be with him. That way you ain't even gotta go through the bullshit. I get so tired of people just coming in with the attitude where I'm not being submissive to no man. Then you don't need to be with no man. Like, that's all. Or get you a weak one. There's plenty of them out here. Shout out to the niggas that ain't weak. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. But there's plenty of niggas out here that will let you, run over them and shit like that. But watch how that shit works out for you. You'll get bored as fuck with that shit. And that won't even be cool. There's a natural order to things. You're supposed to support your man, uplift your man. Like, this is what makes it so bad is like this is crazy to some people. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Right? Talk to younger people. They're not having it. A lot of younger people are not having this shit. I talk to older women too. Some of the motherfuckers that was living, back in the day, 50s and shit like that, to where that's old school now. But their success rate back then was so much higher than ours is now. Check out the stats. It's not me making this shit up. Check this shit out. And the motherfucker will be like, well, why is that? Because they were doing shit they ain't supposed to. Grandma and them held it down for Grandpa and them. That's how it was. But they held that shit down. Grandpa might have had an idea that wasn't the fullest. And you voiced that. You, babe, I don't think that'll work. You know what I'm saying? But you don't jump full Brody on them. You know what I'm saying? You don't say, fuck that. I'm not doing it like that. Fuck you. I'm going to do it like I want to do it. Right? If you want to do shit how you want to do it, then you should be by your motherfucking self. There's no reason for you to be with a man. Because that's his natural place. Is to be the leader. And this ain't, this ain't rocket science. This is easy. Like, this is real easy shit. I don't get it. Now, I understand the negative stigma that this thing got. Right? But it's not slave labor. It's not like that. It's not supposed to be like that. If you're in a situation like that, that's not the one. That has nothing to do with being submissive. That's a nigga flexing his fucking muscles all the time, having you do a bunch of dumb shit. I don't agree with that. That's not cool. Right? But some niggas have good ideas. Some niggas are good leaders. Like, that's just how it is. And you should follow that man. I'm not saying don't have your own mind. A lot of motherfuckers will think that being submissive means not having your own mind, not having your own ideas and shit like that. And that's not what it is. Like, I don't know why people think that, but that's not what the fuck is going on here. You can have your own fucking opinion. You think you can get it done a better way, then do it a better way. But you can't run shit. Women believe, I'm not gonna say all of them, some women believe that they can run shit. And some women got this shit in the raps. They know. Well, I'm the passenger. He's driving. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it's supposed to fucking be, man. And I don't understand how people get this shit confused or get it fucked up or feel like it's crazy to them. You're gonna have to be submissive to somebody to make it through our life. That's just how shit is. In their relationships, that's how it's supposed to be. Now, I could be tripping. I could be. I could believe in some old school shit. But they was doing it back then. It was working back then. Divorce rate's high now. It's hell. It's people, fucking this shit up. Fucking the order up. And there's other reasons. I'm not going to just say women can't be submissive. That's why. But if you're going to get married, for one, this is a huge thing. Just really, really, I need y'all to highlight this part. If you're going to get married, take them vows. Religiously. Take those vows. Being submissive is in that book. Check that shit out. If you don't believe me, you can go check it out. It's in there. So look that shit up. And don't wonder why you're not having success. Because one, either you fucking with whack ass niggas that can't lead a pack, or you want to be you want to run shit, and it ain't gonna work like that. Like, this ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be attacked for saying this, like, but it's just not gonna work like that. You're gonna have some level of humbleness in yourself to be able to follow that man, support that man, have his back, do what you're supposed to fucking do, man. Shit's not gonna go your way all the time. It's not gonna work like that. But people think it do. People think it's supposed to work like that. Some women, they believe that shit. Like, that's bullshit. That's not real. That's a fantasy. Like, there's nothing wrong with getting on your knees. There's nothing wrong with that. And if you feel like it is, that's a power struggle. You need to work that shit out. Because you're not going to have no success. But I could be tripping. I don't know. I want to know what y'all think. I really want to know, how do women feel about being submissive in a relationship? And I want to hear from all walks of life. I want older people. I already feel like I know what a lot of these young girls going to say anyway. Niggas ain't shit. And ain't worth the time to follow these motherfuckers. They ain't shit anyway. And you shouldn't be with them. If that's how you feel about them. Honestly. You can't come in with that mind state and think you're going to have success. Because it's not going to work. Shout out to the women that got this shit on the wraps. That know what they're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? That know how they're supposed to be in a relationship. Shout out to y'all. Shout out Team Have Some. Right? Can't forget about us. Let me know what y'all think, though. I need comments on this. I really want to know. Let me know what y'all think. It's your motherfucking mans and them. I'm out of this motherfucker.